Hi Diego, howdy YouTube. Welcome to our show today. Today is Martin Luther King Day and we will not be doing Menu Monday. What Up Wednesday and Foodie Friday should be on schedule, so don't worry about those. Diego, I just wanted to take this day and show you a little bit of history and heritage in our country. Martin Luther King is one of 3 of my heroes, and he represented peace and nonviolence and also represented people's rights, and that is why he is one of my 3 heroes. So today I went down to the Capitol building that we live outside of Olympia and took some footage of a rally going on. I wanted you to be able to see what people are getting upset about, what their statements they want to say, and what they think the United States government needs to be focusing on, and this is a good way for you to see that. I'm going to run 3 testimonials, I call them, from people I interviewed, and then I'm going to run a version of people marching to the Capitol building. Then I'm going to run some speeches people made with photos over those in places, and then I'm going to run another version of people marching to the Capitol building and close this video off. So happy Martin Luther King Day, and I hope you enjoy learning a little bit about your country. At the Olympia Capitol campus in front of the Capitol building, and what are we doing here?
Well, we're here for the Martin Luther King Summit and Rally, and we're going to be talking about racism and poverty, I believe. And I'm a student at South Puget Sound Community College, and I'm taking a class on diversity. So I'm coming here to take some pictures myself and hopefully learn a little bit. And my name is Krista.
Thank you, Krista.
You're welcome.
Well, my name is Fatima Morales, and I'm here with Washington Can, La Red Activa, and what an awesome day. This is a long day in coming. Over 31 organizations came together to call for an end to the budget cuts by closing corporate loopholes, and the crowd that you saw today was completely on board with that message. We've seen cuts in healthcare and education and our environment, and we're tired of it. Corporate expenditures are something that we should look at and consider cutting if we're thinking about cutting people and immigrants and children. So we hope our lawmakers heard us today, and that's why we're here.
Hi, my name is Victor Maposa. In 1995, I stood at the Lorraine Motel in Memphis, Tennessee, and I remember that down where I stood there were footsteps marking the position that Martin Luther King was standing at the time. When I did that, I was just a tourist. I did not even have any reverence as to what the Reverend Martin Luther King was about. But now, 17 years later, living in America, as an immigrant myself, as a person of color, as a human being, because Martin Luther King did not just stand for just anybody. He stood for the poor. He stood for human beings in general. I'm here, to remember exactly what he meant, to see the changes that have happened since he died. You have to realize that some of us will live and die with no papers, but this man lived and died as a result of his activities of trying to bring economic justice to people. So today I'm here in Olympia, Washington, with reverence for the Reverend Martin Luther King, and also with my fellow human beings around here today to honor his memory and also to continue the work that he started. Thank you.
Led by the Washington State Patrol. That isn't a political statement.
Got it? All right, one more time. Let's face race. 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 All right. Give yourselves a great big round of applause. Good afternoon. I'm Shepard Carroll. I'm the Vice President of Voices out of Spokane, and I must apologize. Our bus transportation didn't come through. So I got to holler for 29 Spokanite. So you're not alone. I'm also a member of the Board of Directors for the Statewide Poverty Action Network. And on behalf of the Board of Statewide Poverty Action Network, I want to first of all welcome each and every one of you for your commitment to be here. Dr. King would be proud. This is legislative day, but it's not legislative, no. He may have passed, but we are here to make sure that his dream is a reality in America, because it is not. Yes. Welcome to the 2011 MLK rally. And some of you have come a very long way. Yeah! I'd like to introduce Dustin Washington from American Friends Service Committee. Dustin?
As we gather here on Martin Luther King's holiday, I want to say that the root essence of Dr. King's dream, Dr. King's vision, wasn't some Pollyannish, we are the world notion of us just all getting along. But Dr. King's vision was fundamentally rooted in a sense of economic justice, racial equity, and human rights. Now, the media might not report this today, but at the end of Dr. King's life, he was spending his time building a poor people's campaign, a poor people's march where he was going to take poor white people from Appalachia, poor black people from the ghettos, poor natives from the reservation, poor Latinos from the fields and the barrios around this country, and go and shut Washington, D.C. down to demand for a poor people's Bill of Rights and an end to poverty in this wealthy country. To not let them pass this misguided draconian budget that's just going to punish the poor and working people in this city. It's only fitting on Martin Luther King's holiday that we're here. But we have to work to build a poor people's movement in this state that's going to go year-round, so we're not just here having rallies begging for crumbs while the rich keep getting richer and the powerful keep getting more power. As we build this poor people's movement, we have to focus on what unites us instead of what divides us. A poor white mother, single mother in Aberdeen who's working 2 jobs without health care, without child care, is the same as a poor African American mother in Seattle or Tacoma who's working 2 jobs without health care or without child care. And we have let those in power for too long use race to divide us. We have to say that these false divisions stop today. Because the only way we can counter corporate power is by the power of these people, the people that we see here today. We have to build a poor people's movement that is fundamentally grounded in the aspirations of the disinherited, the left behind, the forgotten, the left out. We have to build a poor people's movement for our children, for ourselves, and for generations to come. The only way we can change this country is if all of us come together and say no more. The time is now for us to build a poor people's movement.
Because I don't want to be homeless again. Are you with me? My name is Barbara O'Leary Hatfield Liberace. And I'm a proud member of our Washington organization United for Reform from White Center, Rat City. Our Washington is a brand new community union started by myself and other low-income people to fight for the things that we need, for the awful things that are happening in my community every day.
Say it, sister.
Like cuts in the home care that I need. Home care health services. No cuts in home care. I need this service to survive. No. I'm fighting 3 types of cancer.